The second layer of the depths will undoubtedly be objectively garbage in 4 to 5 days after the update. The first wave will make this update garbage by people finding ways to cheese things first and get things done easier by climbing up somewhere, using a specific ability, method, basically the same way people escape the depths as they usually do. The next thing would probably be just realizing that the enemies aren't really that hard, or maybe the enemies are too hard and they nerfed them afterward. Doesn't really matter. Lastly will be the change that happens to the depths first layer, along with an argument that the second layer loot is either not good enough, too rare, or is just right but gets nerfed later on. These are my predictions about what will happen after the second layer is released. It's pretty much guaranteed to be garbage no matter what happens about a week after. But that said, I'm gonna talk about what I'd like to see in the depths. Based on an anime called Made in Abyss, the depths were supposed to have two layers off rip when the game was released, but it never happened. Obviously, the depths are nothing like the actual abyss in the anime, and are much, much more dangerous and deepwoken when compared to the first floor in the anime. The depths are more of an underwater aquatic atmosphere, according to compared to the anime's more peaceful, even sunny biome of the first floor. My thoughts are that the depths in Deep Woken are actually getting easier and easier as time progresses, and should only become tougher if the player so decides to descend to lower levels. Unlike the anime, though, the danger lies in going deeper, whereas the anime, the danger lies in getting back out. But I think that the trials were supposed to be some sort of attempt at replicating the effects of ascent that each layer would offer. So my hope is that the depths layers won't cause too much of an issue when it comes to that, but instead, like, say after going through a dungeon to venture into the deeper parts of the depths is gonna be like not that hard, it's gonna be pretty easy. Obviously hard at first, but after you get it down, you probably won't be dying nearly as much. But trying to leave will cause various status effects, or maybe staying there for too long will cause various status effects. For the first layer, it was insanity, but it's to a relatively harmless level. You can be in there for like 30 minutes and nothing would happen. But for layer 2, it could cause maybe increased hunger status effect, right? Like basically that same effect you get from being in water in the overworld, except in the depths. Because, I mean, obviously, this will be decreased significantly so you don't randomly die of hunger. But it would make sense with the way the game is oriented and like what the depths is actually like and its aquatic nature. However, another effect could be frost though. Like in real life, the deeper you go into water, not only is there more pressure, but it's significantly colder the deeper you go. Maybe having high willpower or fortitude stats can give players resistance to these elements, and survivalist would actually be useful. And I don't want to make Deep Woken like Rogue Lineage, but trinket spawns would actually make sense in the deeper layers because there would be more like secretive treasures. It would kind of line up with the anime, but that's all my ideas for now though. So you can subscribe now, but if not, I'll settle for like.